This is a daily reminder that jobs can be really hard, tough, stressful. They can be all those things. I have just started a new job in my company. I'm essentially moved. I got moved about a month ago to a new department for a new learning opportunity, essentially. I basically lateraled, so I'm an entry level in this company and moved to a different entry level position just to gain more experience and learn something new. And especially when you're working for a large company like I am. So I work in a corporate environment for a very large retailer, world global retailer that everyone would know. I'm not going to say who it is, but yeah, in corporate environments, it can be very stressful, you run into a bunch of different dynamics, like team dynamics, when you jump around to a bunch of different teams and see how people function, how teams function together, who works well together, who doesn't, how they make this work, how they make this thing not work and try something else. All these different paths and things that come across when you're in an environment, in a team setting. So I worked on a team for about 3 years at the corporate office that I work at, and had a very good experience with the team. And it was a great learning experience, building me up and getting me familiar with the entry level role. And now as I've switched over to this other department, just so you guys know, I'm essentially allocating inventory to a certain region of the United States to fill these stores with beef, pork, and lamb. So I essentially make sure everyone's in stock, and then I have to order it and whatnot. But my experience on this team, it's a bigger team that does a lot of money for our company. It's been pretty stressful. Not gonna lie, guys, it's been a complete switch around for me compared to where I was before, which was a smaller department. The team dynamic, the team dynamic is different. I was on a team where there was 6 entry-level people at my level, on my team before. This time, the year is 14 entry-level people. And then as they keep moving up the train, managers, supervisors, there's even more of those. So it's a lot different. It's a completely different team dynamic, and I am doing completely different work. And that's a big thing to adjust to. My role on the team is just completely different than what it was on my other team. But what's been especially challenging for me is the type of training that I've been getting for this role. So essentially, I've been there about a month now, and the first 3 weeks, I essentially just job shadowed and watched people do their job. Now, the tough thing about that is that I'm watching all these different people, and they do different regions of the United States of the same job that I do. So it's applicable in that way. But the problem with that is that everybody does stuff differently. And when you're trying to learn something for the first time and you're watching all these people do it completely differently, nothing is cemented in your brain on how to do the processes for the job. Everyone does something differently, and they'll be like, oh no, you should actually do it this way. That person's way, it doesn't really make sense for this. And then they'll say, oh no, well, actually this is better. And then you go around and you are confusing yourself more when you're doing it. I'm someone that learns by driving, getting in the action and doing something, not by watching people do it. So like, I had a couple opportunities sitting with some people where they would let me actually go on their computer and do the job for them, and they would watch me, which was very nice because I actually got to, get that hands-on experience instead of just watching and it doesn't help me learn. And that's been very frustrating. And now everyone is saying I've gotten to the point now where I was saying I was 3 weeks in and just going around shadowing training. Now I'm this last week or two, I have gotten my own region of the United States and I am doing the job. But the problem is everyone is saying, oh yeah, he's all trained up, he's been training, but I really haven't been training. I don't learn that way. And it's kind of frustrating for me. So the job is incredibly fast paced. The whole environment is incredibly fast paced, and I can't keep up for sure. I mean, I just started. I don't expect to keep up with everyone else, right? I mean, that is not the expectation, but I mean, everyone is like watching me, like all the people I'm trying to help, and they're like, yeah, you're going to need to pick it up here. And they're pressuring me. And it's kind of annoying and it's kind of stressful for me, especially as someone that's just joining the team. The management team has been good, but all these people that I'm learning from that are my level, they're like, yeah, you're going to have to pick up the pace here. You're going to have to pick up the pace. And it sucks because from the department I was at before, really how you got good at the job was becoming very versatile and learning a bunch of different things. The way you get good at this job, I'm finding in this role, is just by being fast, which is not really interesting to me. Like, I understand like at the basic level what I'm doing. I just don't have the speed to operate on the same level as everyone else, which is very frustrating because everyone else is holding me that expectation because I've already been trained, even though I didn't really train because I was just watching them. So it's confusing and it's stressful, and the team's not, at least at the entry level people that I work with, like that I've been training with and that I can use as resources, they're not that uplifting, motivating, and they're kind of, yeah, it's just interesting, guys. But this goes back to the whole point of the video. You know, work can be stressful, guys, but we gotta push on through. You know, it's a challenge for a reason, right? You have to see it as an opportunity to grow and go out of your comfort zone. And that's what I'm trying to do. I left today from work and I was so stressed. You know, when you just have that feeling inside you where you're just like so stressed and your like throat just does not feel good and your head doesn't feel good. That's how I felt leaving today. But I know that this opportunity will bring good, working with these types of people, even though they're a little bit of a challenge, and doing the job is especially challenging for me because I have no related experience to this certain role. It's going to be good for me long term, and it's going to be something that I really believe I'll be happy that I had done. And it seems like the nice thing is with this role is that you're literally doing the same thing every day. It's just I'm not fast enough yet to operate on the same level as everyone else. In my other department, I was doing so many different things, but it wasn't as fast paced. So it was harder to master everything. This is going to take quicker to master, which I'm excited. So I'm hoping the next month, maybe I'll provide an update in another video, that I'm going to be in better shape. But I'd love to hear about your guys' experience working like in corporate environments or just working in jobs that are fast paced where you're just feeling like you're holding everyone back and they're pointing it out to you and it doesn't make you feel better. I mean, I know it is what it is, but everyone's different, right? But yeah, this is just another little piece of positive encouragement to just keep pushing on through. It is what it is. It's part of the process and it'll be worth it in the end. So thanks so much, you guys, for listening. I hope everyone has a great night. Happy Monday to the start of the week, and peace out.